questions, so I'll pause.
Do you ladies have any questions for Obia?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm always kind of conscious about the ingredients that are in a lot of products for naturals. And one of my things are, I try to avoid the petroleum or petroleum. And propylene glycol is one of the ingredients.
What's that?
Propylene glycol.
No, I'm just saying, using all these big words.
Yes.
So, of course, there are a lot of studies about, some of the things that it can cause, but then it's also in a lot of our foods.
Yes.
And I want to know, is it really something that is bad for the hair? And if so, what exactly does it do if it's not healthy for our hair?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people don't realize that it's not necessarily your hair that you're concerned about, it's your scalp. Your scalp is your skin. Your skin is actually the largest organ in your body, before your liver, before your heart, your skin is the largest organ in your body. That's why if you put lotion and it absorbs, it's going into your bloodstream and it can circulate and make you sick. So that's what you're concerned about is your scalp. So the hair care products, you're not necessarily putting on the hair, this is all dead. What we're doing with the hair on that you see is trying to maintain it so it doesn't fall out. But really what's alive is inside your scalp. That's why they say drink more water. So of course putting water on your hair is good, but really drinking water, getting it from the inside is what makes it grow. So all these chemicals that they're talking about are going in through your scalp. So that's why I know that it's important too that's why pH balance too is important in your hair care products, because pH balance was actually going to help to absorb into your scalp. That's why, like for example, there's some oils, they have a really high molecular weight, meaning that the mass is, okay, I don't know how to dumb this down, I'm sorry. They're very, very thick, like some butters are really thick and will just sit there and do nothing. But then like some lotions are really light and will go in and absorb, right? For example, that's why they say don't use, okay, so for your thing was petroleum, she said. Petroleum is also known as what? Vaseline, okay? Mineral oil is also known as what? So this is, we'll go a little scientific with this. So on the label, they'll use different kinds of words and different kinds of names to throw you off. So if you see paraffinium liquidium, okay, I won't say what products it's on because I don't want to be a hater per se, but paraffinium liquidium is a scientific word for mineral oil because they know now that we have a list that we're like, nope. But if you see paraffinium liquidium, like, but that's not petroleum, that's not mineral oil, it looks good, and you snatch it. So now they're doing the AKA, also known as, to throw you off. So the reason why it's actually good for your skin, but it's not good for your hair is because of, okay, so when you take a shower and you put in, baby oil is mineral oil, right? You take a shower and what do they say? Put it on while your skin is still wet. But do you know why?
To help it absorb.
No, the reason why is because you're creating a moisture barrier. So the water on your skin is the moisturizer. Water is actually the best moisturizer. So if your skin is still damp, you're actually putting the mineral oil and creating a moisture barrier to lock in the water. So that's the reason why it's good for your skin. That's why you can use lotions and Vaseline on your skin, but you're not supposed to put those things on your hair because guess what? It creates a moisture barrier. And so the same reason why it's good for your skin is why it's terrible for your hair, because what happens is if you put a layer of mineral oil or petroleum on your scalp, guess what?
Nothing's getting in.
Exactly, nothing gets in, nothing gets out, you can't breathe. So the same way you need oxygen to breathe, think of your scalp like the soil, right? If you throw a layer of mineral oil, whenever they have an oil spill, what happens? All the vegetation dies, all the plants, everything dies because there's no oxygen that can come in or come out. So the women that we have all this oil on our scalp that doesn't absorb, it just sits there, creates a moisture barrier. Guess what? You work out, you sweat. What happens? It just sits there. And so your hair is really literally steaming, nothing's going in, nothing's going out. Eventually your hair follicles die, and that's why your hair breaks, because it's not breathing. You wash your hair, but you haven't clarified it to get all that crap out, and so your scalp is still there, and then after a while, guess what? It starts stinking and all these other issues. That's the reason why it's not good for you. And also, your hair, I'll get into pH balance and things like that a little bit later, but your hair is supposed to be a pH of 4.5 to 5.5, right? So when you put all these things like petroleum and things like that, it messes up with your pH balance. So,
Did y'all know we were supposed to have a pH balance in our hair? Oh, y'all fancy. I didn't know
a
that.
lot of people become educated.
Yeah.
So okay, so the way I help to people to understand is this, because everyone knows the pH down here, right? So if your pH is thrown off down here, what happens? Same thing. Smells, bacterial growth, fungal growth. We hope not.
Yes.
Right?
Go to the doctor.
But you have those vaginosis. The same thing that can happen down there can happen on your scalp. And that's like terrifying for people to realize that, but that's the reason why. If you throw your pH off on your hair and your scalp, all of this can come from so many different reasons. You know, fungal growth happens. You know, people that have the weaves and have those horror stories that take the weave off and they have a big bald patch.
Who else? Have y'all seen those pictures where they take the weave and it's like all of their hair? It's just like, oh my Lord.
Fungal growth,
Yes.
bacterial
Because they
growth.
don't wash it. They're being lazy. They're just being lazy. Exactly. They don't know what to do with their hair.
They're not cleaning it.
No.
The pH is off. Fungal growth happens. Bacterial growth, and that's why it's supposed to shampoo. But that's a whole nother story. But I hope that answers your question of why there's different things for different purposes in different places.
Obia Natural.